How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Hello to all my new subscribers. And today on the lathe we've got, you've guessed it, a lump of sycamore. It's about 11 inches across and about 4 inches deep. And we're going to do something a bit different with it today. Yes, it's going to be a pedestal bowl. Yes, it's going to have a May West curve to it. But we're going to do something a bit fancy on the end. So that'll be a bit of fun. So I'm just making it round at the minute. Getting ready to put those lovely curves on it. I'm just isolating an area that's going to become my foot or pedestal. The sound of the air compressor in the background. And we had a big old hole in it, a bit of rot. So we've done some super glue and sawdust. 3 layers. Just slapped it in there. And we're just about ready to put some finishing cuts on the outside now. Didn't take long to do the outside of this bowl. And in we go with the mortise. So we're on to sanding, and I sanded all the way to 600 grit. And you know how it goes. We put the sanding paste on and then shine juiced it up. I'm nearly out of shine juice, so there will be a video coming up, assuming I can still get hold of the stuff that goes into it with the lockdown. There'll be a video on doing some shine juice. And it's the part of the show where we get to showcase some of your fantastic work. And today's contribution comes in from Nick Sharrock, and he's done a lovely little bowl out of a spalted silver birch burl. Some pretty amazing marking going on in that one. Nicely finished as well. Nice one, Nick. If you'd like your work to be featured on the show, then you can send your images to willmakeseverything@gmail.com. So we're on to the hollowing. The first thing I wanted to do was get the top level of the rim sorted before I started doing any hollowing. So now that that's done, we can get on and hollow it out. I must say this concrete base is now completely set, and the lathe has never felt so good, never felt so solid. So I'm really happy about that. It sounds different and it works different. It's altogether better. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This sycamore is by far my favourite wood to work with. It's really forgiving. If you get a catch, it doesn't drag you in. It's just hard enough to make a nice piece and just soft enough to work easy. It's almost a perfect wood. Alright, so that is as deep as I'm going to go. And now we're going to do the fancy bit. So I'm using my parting tool on a 45-degree angle to make a channel on the inside of the rim. And on the camping stove we have got some pewter, bought specially off eBay. It's actually not a bad price buying it off eBay. Now you may have seen me do this before, and I think what happened before was a complete fluke, managing to get all the way around. This one I started the pour, poured it all over the table, and it ended up about a third of the way round. So I couldn't actually get it out to try and do a complete pour, so I just poured some more in on the top, which obviously left me with two bits that were not joined. Now I still have my soldering iron in here from when I was doing the guitar, and pewter has a melting point of about 280 odd degrees, and that soldering iron is 480 degrees, so I was able to melt the joins between the two bits. And I actually went all the way around with the soldering iron to make sure that it had filled all the voids, and I was able to melt some where it was a bit low, put some more in, so that worked well. Never done that before. And I also managed to get a burr on my negative rake scraper, which is the perfect tool for cutting pewter. I wouldn't dare go anywhere near that with a bowl gouge or a carbide cutter, because I think it would be carnage. Definitely need your respirator on when you're cutting pewter. Would not want to be breathing that in. So it didn't take too long to get it down to where we wanted it, and then we were on to sanding again, all the way to 600 grit. Also thinned down the outside of the rim on both sides, the inside and the outside. On with the sanding paste. And then with the shine juice. All over my hands as usual. The only annoying thing about this pewter is it does get everywhere. It comes off on the cloth and then it goes into the pores of the wood, which is a bit annoying, but we'll live with that. So there it is, one pewter ring sycamore pedestal bowl. I'll leave you as ever with the Glamour Shots. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, consider subscribing and hit the like button and all that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next video. Cheers.